Do you remember the time you almost jumped out of your window? It was during the winter solstice. You called me and told me you were sitting on your windowsill and that life no longer had any meaning. Your father was divorcing your mother, and you could not stand to see her humiliated. Many years later, she died of a broken heart. She never recovered. Stress brings on cancer. It was winter, and you were sitting on your windowsill. I drove over to your house like a crazed woman. It felt like a Scorsese flick. The streets of Beirut were wet with rain. The traffic lights seemed to be on a permanent red. Not that it mattered, because I crossed them all. Not that it mattered, because we don't have traffic police. Driving to your house, I see the reflection of tragic red lights on wet streets. It looked like blood. Your blood. The blood of Cana, where Jesus turned water into wine, where our neighbors blew up about 100 women and children. It was called Operation Grapes of Wrath. Water, wine, blood, rain, traffic lights. I remember. I remember how small your feet looked as I stood under your apartment building. I thought about how ridiculous you would look if you died, barefoot, in your boxers. I was not going to let you die like this. Did I save you that night because I loved you, or because I wanted to save you? The answer presented itself to me months later, when you had finally had the courage to stand up and leave me. You were tired of being loved. It is really the men who deserve to cry in this city, all this pressure they are constantly under. Here, in the black hole sun of the Middle East, how do you show that you become a man? How do you cross to the other side? What do you have to do to present yourself as worthy of being called a man? What if you can't fight? What if you can't really feel? What if you just want to dance? I love you. I've always loved you. I loved each and every one of you. I will always love you for not being brave enough to tell me I was killing you. Once, you asked me to grant you one night, and when I did, you cried in my arms the whole night through. You stayed in my bed. You helped me throw shoes at the night drummer. We made love during the holy month. We drank wine. We recited Rumi and Al-Mutanabbi. I pretended to be Shahrazad. We climbed up on the roof and watched the sun come up. We drank more wine and vowed that we would always stay pure, that we would always do what our hearts commanded of us, that we would walk the right tight rope and never fall, that neither war, nor bombs, nor unfriendly neighbors would ever break our spirit, that love was king and I was your queen, that we would run through wet laundry under the desert sun, that every moment would be precious, that every moment would give birth to a new one, that life could be what we wanted it to be, that there would be no more planes breaking the sound barrier, that there would be no more assassinations, that there would be no restrictions to love, no religion but love, that we would drive at high speeds and never crash, that we would drink and never pass out, that the stars would always guide us, that the sound of prayer from the mosque down the street was the signal for lovemaking, that we would live forever like the stencils of martyred militiamen on tattered Beirut walls, like stray cats who always found their chicken bones, like the sea, the endless blue, like your eyes, and endless forever. Like bitter coffee I swore never to write about, like war that will never end. We were at war, you and I. It was us against reality. It was our madness against black-veiled nights. It was our hearts against bullet-riddled walls. It was our souls against the nature of man. It was love when there should have been death. It was light when the sea went to sleep. It was warmth when Beirut was shot dead. I never thought I could live it without you. I never thought I could find Beirut again after you left me. But I did. Because as long as there are men who need to be loved, Beirut will open her arms and present me with her next victim. I love you. I have loved each and every one of you because you all brought me Beirut in her full glory, in her madness, unrestrained. She shot my heart over and over. It was always a surprise. It was always an end and a new beginning. The morning after a bottle of vodka, a rebirth. Drinking water after eating ice cream, the chills of a great song, the panic attack after smoking hash, the ghosts in the tunnels, the thousands, 17,000 people to be exact, who are still declared missing. It is the undiscovered mass graves, it is the hanging that will follow. It is the hymen repair operation. It is the addiction for the next bomb. It is orange lipstick and grapevine shelter. It is riding a bicycle when you should be choosing a husband. It is wearing a wedding dress and running through the streets of Beirut. It is discovering religion through sex. It is discovering music through war. It is eating processed cheese. On round flat bread, it is drinking whiskey with 3 ices exactly. It is crying while you sleep. It is vomiting black flies. It is killing while you come.